Hi everybody. So earlier today I saw this tag that Katie Tastic had created for a few months ago, and I thought it looked really fun, so I thought I'd go ahead and do it. Basically, it is superlatives like you have in a yearbook. At the end of the year, you have senior superlatives or whatever, best dressed, that sort of thing. And so I thought that my library is actually much different than all of the other vloggers that I've seen, or booktubers that I've seen on YouTube. So I thought it would be a really interesting way to sort of, I don't know, either alienate myself from the community or just introduce myself to the community. So let's go ahead and get started. The first superlative is best dressed, and for that I chose Claire from Generation X. I read this book in high school, and it's been really interesting going through and looking at all of the underlined stuff and seeing what I thought was important and different stuff like that. Claire is, they're all kind of angsty in this book, so honestly I think that if you like young adult lit, you will enjoy Generation X because it kind of has a lot of the same tones to it, dissatisfaction, angst, that sort of thing. So Claire gets my vote for best dressed. There's a really great description of what she wears to a picnic out in the desert. The story is set in Southern California, I believe, and or Arizona. Anyway, they go to a picnic in an abandoned subdivision, and she's dressed really like a starlet with pink capri pants and a white blouse and these great big sunglasses. So she gets my vote for best dressed. Next we have best eyes, and my vote for best eyes is Michael from Guardian Demon. Hold on, I have that one on my Kindle. So Michael from Guardian Demon. Oh, the light's bad on here. Let me see. And there's really great description about how his eyes look in the series. He has amber sort of colored eyes, really beautiful golden brown. But when he's feeling really strong emotion, they turn black, like a demon's eyes. They turn black, and so that he gets my vote for best eyes. Next up is best hair, and I actually don't have these books anymore. My vote for best hair is given to Anita Blake from the Anita Blake Vampire Hunter series. I was collecting all of the books, but not even the most recent one. I think I'm like 4 books away from the most recent one, 4 or 5, many books away from the most recent one. I just got tired of her. She's getting... The first few books, she had a lot of development. She started at one point, she ended at a completely different one, but now it's like, we don't really know. We're recycling things. Like, Anita is getting a little bit too weirded out by how many men she's with, and so am I, not gonna lie. Like, that's a lot of men you're with, but you have fabulous hair. Gotta say that. So next we have best couple, and I have to say that the best couple award goes to Elizabeth and Darcy from Pride and Prejudice. I think that they're just great together, and they go through such an amazing journey in order to get together, and they obviously feel very deeply for each other. So they get my vote for best couple. And next is Class Clown, and I didn't grab the book right now, but I'll do it right now. Hold on. Pippin from Lord of the Rings. And I think that he would be hysterical. I mean, he always seems, throughout the entire journey that the Fellowship of the Ring go through, he's always sort of the lighthearted humor and stuff like that. So I would definitely vote him Class Clown. Next is Biggest Flirt, and for this I have to go back to Pride and Prejudice and say that my vote for Biggest Flirt goes to Wickham. Obviously, I mean, duh, he's flirting with everyone in the entire world, not just Elizabeth, but all of the women in Meryton, and he runs off with Lydia Bennet, and I mean, really, I can't think of anyone else who would be considered Biggest Flirt in my library right now. Next we have Most Dramatic, and there's a tie for Most Dramatic in my library. It either goes to Barbara Covett from What Was She Thinking? Notes on a Scandal. And I read this in college, and I really enjoyed the book, but Barbara really is so dramatic. She takes the tiniest little thing and blows it completely out of proportion. And she's kind of like the person that you love to hate. So she gets my vote for Most Dramatic, but then so does Tyler Durden from Fight Club. And if you haven't read Fight Club, you definitely should. And I think that's another one where if you really are into young adult, then you might enjoy Fight Club. It is, of course, much more violent than young adult usually is, but I think it has a lot of the same sort of angst, and it has some of the same feelings that some of the young adult has, as well as does Generation X, as I just said. And I don't know if that's sad or not, that these two adult novels have the same themes as young adult. Whatever, doesn't matter. Anyways, on to the next one. Most musical would have to go to Charlie from Demon Knight by Mel Jean Brooks, and that one's also on my Kindle, so I'm just going to let it be. I love this Guardians series that Mel Jean Brooks has written. I think that I vote Charlie most musical because she is in fact a singer, but in the novel she has suffered an accident. She can no longer sing, but she still plays music all the time, surrounds herself with music, so she gets my vote for most musical. And then finally, we have the valedictorian. Who would be the valedictorian? And I mean, who else could it possibly be? Obviously, it is Hermione from Harry Potter, the Harry Potter series. She gets valedictorian and most likely to succeed, because who can possibly not succeed more than Hermione has? Just saying. So those are my superlatives for my library, and I've had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm going to tag Kitty-tastic, and I hope that she comments, because I think that her videos are amazing, and I hope to post other tags here shortly, because I'm bored and I don't have anything else to do. Alright, awesome. Thanks, guys. Mwah.